Hello guys, welcome to TMX Adventures. Lisa here. Hey, today I'm getting ready for our Christmas do over the weekend and I thought I'd take you along with me for that. I'm making mini pavlovas. Every kind of get together event, I like to do something that fills the grazing box but can be a bit of a thing that meets everybody's needs. So if you don't like passion fruit, you don't have to put it on. So it's kind of a build your own, this time pavlova. I've done the Basque cheesecake, I've done little sponge cakes, I've done lots of different things over the years where it's kind of that whole choose your own adventure with what you want to put on your plate. So I thought I'd take you on the journey today to make the pavlova. I've done a vinegar wash in the bowl. You'll see that last week, so go check that video out. I have dried the bowl thoroughly and we're going to actually use, now I was going to use a recipe. I realized it only made 12 and 12 is not enough for the 9, 10 of us that will be here. That's one each. Let's be real, that's not enough. So I'm actually going to use a different recipe. So the one that I was going to do before I looked closer into it was, I'll show you. You'll see there's a fair bit of food on here today. We're just slowly chipping away at the snacks and things like that. Plus, we eat normal food as well, right? Monday to Friday. So we've got a lot of onion at the moment from the garden and stuff. So we've been making a lot of this. It's really yummy in cream cheese to make a dip, but it's also really yummy just with cheese. In the bottom of a galette, the caramelized red onion, and we don't always use red onion. Sometimes it's brown. Coming down, you can see all the yummy things. Okay, the to die for mini pavlovas was what I was actually going to make today. But then I realized it wasn't big enough, so I'm actually going to use the mixed berry pavlova recipe to make the meringue, and I'm going to then cook it as per the to die for minis. Okay, this one. So let's go start cooking. So the first thing they do is they make a berry syrup. I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to skip through. Actually, I'm going to come to recipe details. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to start at the pavlova. So heat an oven. It is really hot today. I don't need to do that yet, okay? I'm melting today. The rains have gone and the humidity has arrived. Trace some circles. I'm not going to do that. Okay, now this is not how much sugar I used. Oh, hang on. Maybe they do it in 2 batches. It says place 200 grams of white sugar. Let's see what it says. Maybe I've confused myself. Insert the measuring cup, 15 seconds. Yeah, okay, here we go. So I have already milled up. That's why I confused myself. I got organized and I used raw sugar and I milled that down already. 330 grams, the collective amount of all that, okay? We're going to go next. You could start with icing sugar if you don't want to mill your own. Okay, really easy. Place in a bowl and set aside. Thoroughly dry and clean mixing bowl. So perks of having 2 bowls. By the way, you can get 2 bowls with a TM6 purchase at the moment. So reach out if you want to get that. It ends tonight at midnight. Okay, it's coming with a bowl and a cutter. Okay, insert the butterfly whisk. Make sure when you do your vinegar clean, you use your butterfly in there so it gets clean too. Okay, there's a video if you don't know where it goes. Find the knuckle, go on the back side, the blunt side of the knuckle. Place 250 grams of egg whites, which is approximately 8. I think I used about, because I've got little baby chickens. So look at all my little yolks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Mine was 10 because I got baby eggs at the moment. They're not burnt eggs, they just haven't laid lots yet. I'm hoping that wasn't a piece of shell. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Next, a pinch of crema tartar. This is a stabilizer. Okay, it helps. It's stable. If you're watching on today, say hi. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, remember to hit subscribe. Okay? Without the measuring cup. Needs to aerate. Okay. Next. 5 minutes, 37 degrees, 3.5. We're going to see the texture change, okay? We're going to see a change from being liquid to froth. If we get a fail, we're not going to throw it out. Last week I showed you how to make macarons, and we talked about if those egg whites fail, what to do, okay? Number 1, you pick up the phone and say, Lisa, help. Number 2, you put the yolks back with it and you turn it into something else, okay? There's things to do. Need a drink of water. It's that hot, okay? So we can see now, if you have a look in there, you can see that texture changing a little bit. I think I picked up the wrong lid. Fingers crossed it still works. This must be the one from this morning. It was clean on the inside, just not on the outside. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, was it last year, guys? I made the mistake and used the wrong gear and it flopped. Anyway, we'll deal with that when it happens, okay? With this, I'm making this on a Monday. We're not going to eat it till Sunday, but I'm going to use the vacuum seals from the mix shop to store this under pressure, vacuum sealed, until they're needed, okay? They will be cooked through, they will be dry, and so these are going to last till Sunday easily. Really great way of making your food last longer are the vacuum seals. Check them out. There is a sale on at the moment, okay? The texture is changing, 3.5 minutes to go. It's 37 degrees in there, okay? So it's just taking control of the temperature for us. By the way, when you're looking at cookie dough and you're wondering which meringue to make, I went through and I looked for one that was double the amount of the other recipe. Okay, that was how I was judging what I wanted to use today. But I also went on the star rating. Okay, check your star ratings. If it's not over 4, don't do it. Hello, Lynn. Lovely to see you on today. It's changed texture. Can you hear it's gone from a slap, slap, slap to a very consistent, sound like whipped cream now. Okay, it sounds like it's thickened up, and it has. You can see that texture change in there. Those of you watching on, have you made a pav before? Have you had success making pavlova or meringue other years? I'd love to know, okay? Once you've done it, you can't buy it. Like, it's one of those things that it's so easy. Like, normally in your kitchen, you'll be off doing other things. You're not stuck to a camera talking. So, oh, it's changed again. It's thickened up really nicely. This is looking really, really good. Really happy with that. Make sure your butterfly has been vinegar washed or through a dishwasher. Okay, that I think in previous years is where I've come unstuck, is with the butterfly. It's completely changed. It's like clouds now in there. It's got like it looks like clouds. That's all I can say. 2 minutes to go. Heaps of time. All right, so I'm going to need my sugar. Now the next step is actually really important, okay? This is also where you can flop. I need to cough. Oh, okay. I got my breath back. So, with this adding sugar, the sugar needs to dissolve every single scoop, okay? So, we've got to give it time. If we chuck the whole lot in, it's not going to dissolve. We're going to split it. Okay, it needs that time. My voice is giving up on me for some reason. I really want to start adding the sugar. I'm going to wait. Can you see how beautiful that looks though? 1 minute to go. I'm really impatient, can you tell? And I've run out of things to say. I know, strange. Doesn't happen very often, does it? If you are starting to think about Christmas, my encouragement is start planning now. Start cooking now. Find ways to make now and then put it away so it's ready for Christmas. You can get your crackers and air seal them, okay? You can make them now. Dips you need to do at the last minute. But things like this, you can make a week out. What are you going to put on your plan this year? Save your money by making it yourself with what you've got in your house already, okay? That would be my encouragement. If eggs are too expensive where you are, chickpea. Use the juice from chickpeas. Make hummus with the chickpeas and use the juice to make aquafaba meringues. You can make little meringues with them and people can still ice them and they will not know that they are not made with egg, okay? I did it for you guys 2 Christmases ago, not last Christmas, it was the one before. No one even knew. How cool is that? Okay, 8 seconds. I do not wait well, okay? At all. Those of you on my newsletters, I have to mention, the other night I sent a newsletter out to you guys about the offer ending, and also it had a Christmas downloadable in it. That link was broken, and I'm sorry. Those of you who clicked on it, I will get to you with a new newsletter. I'd like to say today. It may realistically be tomorrow or the day after, so that you guys can have that Christmas download, okay? So I do apologise if you tried to click on that and it went to some Zoom broken thing. I'm sorry. Okay, look at that. I told you it looked like clouds. Does it not look like clouds? Okay, with the butterfly still in place, 5 minutes, 37 degrees, and then it says turn speed selector to speed 3. Meanwhile, follow the next step. Okay, I love that it tells us what to do. I'm going to swap to my sugar lid just because the top of that lid's making me nervous. Okay, I didn't want to use the sugar lid anyway with that first step, Egg whites are volatile. They just don't always work out well. Okay, hello Linda, lovely to see you on. So they do work out well if everything's clean, but we don't want to risk it not being right, yeah? Okay, here we go. Slowly add reserved sugar through the hole in the mixing bowl. Leave 1 spoon at a time until well combined, okay? So we're giving it time to absorb in, to dissolve, I guess you could say, and this is giving it structure and body. If you try to just cook those, the cloud-like stuff in there, you'd have it'd just be like weird, okay? The sugar is giving it that body. By the way, just in case you're wondering, I didn't mill it in 2 lots. I milled it all in one go because I didn't read ahead in the recipe. I'm just scraping in a little bit ago. Sorry about the view. Get the side of the stainless steel bowl. Okay, there it goes. We've got a total of 3.5 minutes, heaps of time. Like I think there's 5 minutes in all up. So we can take our time. I don't feel like I need to take my time. Hello, Amy. Lovely to see you on today too, love. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Hope you're in the air conditioning somewhere where it's not as hot as it is here. Like, I am dripping. I might as well have got out the swimming pool. That's how I feel right now. The humidity is just extreme. Actually, I've got a temperature gauge here somewhere. I don't know what it is. I'll have to find it and see. All right, we are sugared up. Okay, next. 3 minutes to go. My goodness. Do I have patience for that? I'm just looking for the temperature gauge. No, can't see it. I thought I had one here. Oh yeah, it's toasty and so humid because all the water we've had the last couple of days is just evaporating. Okay. We're going to skip through this faster than it's supposed to. Okay. I don't know that it makes a difference whipping it longer. I guess if you need to continue to dissolve it. But I'm confident that we're okay. Look at that. Does that not look luscious and amazing? And that's what it should look like. Okay. That's what you're aiming for. Okay. Next. It wants you to do another 44. Why does it want that? Okay. Wants to do another 40 seconds. Before it does another 40 seconds, let's just incorporate this little bit up the sides. Okay. Because otherwise it's going to be left behind. And we don't want it left behind. Look at how luscious that is. It makes me just want to lick the spoon. All right, we won't give it the full 40 seconds. You guys know that that's just too long for me, but that's okay. Let's just get started. Let's make sure that little airy bit from around the side gets incorporated. Oh, here we go. That's why. I want some vinegar. 1 teaspoon. And some vanilla. Hello, Carissa. Lovely to see you on. All right, really light. 1 teaspoon is not much. Ready? That's 1 teaspoon. We got 1 teaspoon. And vanilla. And corn flour. All right. I wasn't ready for this step. Do I have corn flour? Not in that one. I might have to dig further. All right. I think I have to dig further for my corn flour. You guys might have to see the depths of my cupboards. I used to have a container of corn flour. Actually, maybe not. Hang on. Yes. All right. Hit the back arrow. Let's do that again. Okay. Let's get that step up. There we go. All right. 40 seconds. Speed 4. Corn flour. 2 tablespoons. I'm ready now. I thought I was going to have to open my cupboard behind me and show you my messy cupboard. But we're all good. All right. I'm actually in the process of cleaning out all my big drawers under here because it is so hot in Queensland. that this is the time you'll get weevils and little other bugs you don't want in your food. So I'm actually in the process of moving into the freezer all my big storage containers one at a go to just make sure anything that might be thinking it's going to come alive in there does not. So actually most of these drawers are empty at the moment, which is why I was like, uh-oh, I'm going to have to dig in the depths. Guess what? We're done. Okay, so now remove the butterfly whisk, and normally you would spoon your mixture on and make really big ones. So if you want to make big ones, this is where you do it, okay? I'm not. So we're going to do this. We're going to grab our container. Now, the other day I made macarons and I talked about the benefit of having the disposable bags. Today I'm going to talk about why I love the big green ones. I've cleaned them out. Let me just make sure I've got the right tips on. Is this the right one? Nope. Okay, I have a couple of piping sets. So I'm just going to work out which belongs to which back here. If you've not ever seen the ball tips in the mix shop, yeah, that one's good. Have you? I don't know if you've seen them. They look like that. They make really fancy icing on cake. They're lots of fun, but that's what I was looking for. Which collar goes with what? Now this is the piping bag from the mix shop. I think it's only, oh Carissa, I love that it's so easy and you love doing it. That is so cool. This only just came back in stock. It was out of stock in the mix shop. So if you've not seen it and you want one, get in before they sell out again. They sell out really quick. It comes in a pack of 2 green bags. It does not come with all those fancy nibs. It just comes with standards, and then you can add the other ones to it. Okay. Now I don't have trays ready, so I'm just going to give you an example. I didn't think I'd get all this far, to be honest. So I wasn't this organised. Okay, into a tall container, I've got this. Okay. Now you do want to do this on baking paper. You do not want to do this on your Thermomix. Okay, there's lots of things we'll do on the Thermomix, but because this needs to dehydrate underneath, it just doesn't do well on the Thermomix, okay? It doesn't dehydrate. So what I'm going to do now is just transfer this mix into here. I love how large it is. And then I'd love it if I can get some baking paper and I'll show you how to pipe them, okay? I don't pipe them exactly the same. You know how some people are really clever and make them all identical? I'm not an identical type person, okay? Totally up to you as to how you pipe them. I'm more like freeform, and let's hope that they all are approximately the same amount. That's my style, okay? I do love that the bags stay up for you mostly, okay? So we'll put that there. There's somebody coming in the house. I'm wondering if they'll get me baking paper, whoever that might be. I can hear somebody. Is that somebody who can get me baking paper, please? All right. I put half the mix in. I haven't put all of it in. Pull up the end. Now I've just got a star nozzle on. Okay, so I might actually, I'm hoping you might hear me, but I'm going to wiggle sideways. Now what I would suggest if you're going to do minis like I am, is you actually go back to the mini pavlova recipe and cook it as per that. Okay, so it cooks for, I think, a lower temperature for less time so that you know that it's going to work out perfect, okay? By the way, if you are in a humid location like I am, try and make it so that they're coming out of the oven at night time when the humidity is not so high, and then you can let them cool and airtight them straight away. If I got mine out of the oven now, I can guarantee they will go soft. If mine goes soft, I do have a dehydrator. I would put them in the dehydrator and actually dehydrate them back to soft, okay? Now, I'm going to swing you sideways so that I can show you how I'm going to pipe these onto, hopefully, and I just don't know if you're going to hear me well, but hopefully you'll hear me enough. I've not done this before. So, piping bag, swing sideways. All right, we're over here. So, you can see how much space I've still got in this bag, just for the ease of time. I'm not going to fill it all the way. Now, all you have to do, there's a couple of ways you can do nests. You can do circular nests, or you could even, I don't know if you want to do nests. I like to do flats. Flats are more my style. I started on the inside before. You can start on the outside. I do find the inside gets you a nicer circle, okay? Or you could try and do like this, okay? But they're going to take longer, and you can see already it's losing its shape. If it does something and you don't like it, simply scrape it up with a knife. Why am I starting there? I need to go to the middle. Okay, scrape it up with a knife, back into the bag, ready to make some more. Okay, really, really simple. So it's really easy as well and forgiving if you don't like it. Okay, do leave a decent gap because they will kind of somewhat expand. And if you really like them to be the same, then trace on beforehand your circles. Okay? That tall one will struggle to dehydrate the same or cook in the oven the same. Something to be mindful of. And I guess one other consideration is what are you going to store them in? Like for me, I want them to fit in the vacuum seal, so I want to make sure I can actually fit them in there for the next little while. So I'll be scraping Mr. Tower off. Okay, this one I might scrape just because he's not as neat, but you can see those other ones, super, super easy. Okay, so that's all you need to do. You can see they even give you a video back on the Thermomix. Let's just wiggle back. There you go. They give you a video to tell you how to do it if you're doing big ones. Bake for 10 minutes at 150, then reduce the temperature to 120 and cook for an hour. Often I will then leave it at the oven door ajar, okay, and leave it in overnight and try and get it out before the morning heat hits. And it actually says there to do that, okay, 3 hours or overnight. So there you go, pavlova, super easy. If you are going to make the other variety one that I talked about, let me just tell you how it cooks with if you're making what I've done, the small ones. Let's go down. So they say that you just need to cook it for 110 degrees, bake for 50 minutes until it's firm and crisp. Turn off the oven, hold the jar door with a wooden spoon and leave in the oven 1 hour until cool completely. One more tip, depending on them, okay? I have at times flipped them over and I've actually let them cool in the oven upside down. Depends how delicate your meringue is. You're going to have to make that judgment on the day. So I let them cool a bit and then I flip them and that allows that bottom to, which is the part that sometimes doesn't dry out enough, let that dry as well. But anyway, I hope this gives you confidence to give a go to meringue. 20 minutes I think I've been on this video with you guys and we managed to make meringue. It's really simple and I got stuck to a camera. You could walk around and put things away and get lunch ready and all the other things while that's happening. So I hope this gives you the confidence to give it a go this festive season. If you've got questions, let me know. If it flops, do not throw out your eggs. If it separates, that's what happens, right? It goes into like a messy bit in the bottom. Put your yolks back in, all right? Freeze it if you need to. Put it in, like mix it all together. Even if it's got the sugar in it, it can become a cake later, okay? If it hasn't got the sugar in it and it's still at that egg white stage, there's a quiche. There's a zucchini slice. Do not throw them out, okay? Do not. Reach out and I'll help you reuse them and repurpose them, okay? But otherwise, have a fantastic day. Please remember to share these videos. Take care in all you're doing and let me know if I can do anything to help you with your Thermomix or someone get a Thermomix that you know as well. But otherwise, take care. I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now, guys.